Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, with more California lovin', because we got some awesome Californian hazy beers today that came courtesy of Steve, who sent a boatload of awesome beers from California. So these two here are from Green Cheek, and Green Cheek is a brewer that's making some dope-ass hazy beers. They also make West Coast IPAs. They do lagers. They do all kinds of stuff, which is awesome. A lot of new school lagers. The West Coast IPAs are also really good. I've mainly had their beers at MBCC, actually, the festival. But I did review one can of hazy IPA from them. Something with Mind. I think it was a Equinaut Nelson kind of beer. It was awesome. But we got two Galaxy beers from them today, a double IPA and a triple IPA. That Steve was kind enough to send over. And it's a can of Just One Thing Galaxy 2.0, a double dry hop hazy double IPA, and a can of their The Earth is Round, but everything on it is flat. And the artwork on this with this frame reminds me of the artist who does the t-shirt I just got with my morning ritual, where they're like making, like, it looks like demons making coffee, like satanic demons doing coffee in a pot, and he does like weird funny artwork with like based off, I think it's like 80s children's books, the designs. For some reason it reminds me of that. But yeah, two beers here. One thing though, there is no ABV on the cans. 8.7, 10.2. So we had to look it up. 8.7% on this one, 10.2 on this one. So strong beers, quite strong beers, but they smell awesome. They're a little more than, they're around 2 months of age. They're 18th and 15th of October they're canned, and we're the 9th of December now. So it's borderline 2 months, but they're just smells like they're bursting out the glass still, which is awesome. So let's just dive in to the double IPA first, of course. But yeah, I mean, from here it smells awesome. Just One Thing Galaxy. Apparently they did this one once before. It didn't came out as good. Then they did this new version called 2.0. Just because they found some really good crop of Galaxy to use just as a single hop beer. And that can be hard to handle, I know. So let's check this one out. And a massive thanks to Steve for the beers, of course. So this looks exactly like my kind of New England IPA. It's bright. It is hazy. It looks like it's going to be one of those bright, singy, dank goodies that I love. You know, huge emphasis on hops, also with some juice, but not like these big, cloying, sweet, overripe juice bombs. So, I guess, is this the Cali style of doing these? I don't know, man. It might be. It might be. Let's check out the aroma on this one. Oh yeah, boy! Really, really, really fresh Galaxy hop. This must have been so saturated like a month ago. Are you crazy? Because this is still really saturated. Huge pop of like honeydew melon, but like really singy, like bright, limey, lemony, almost like evergreen kind of piney vibes. Like dank, weird evergreen, piney, zesty, bright limey characters. Man, it smells good. So nice. There's a bit of pineapple on there too, I think. Oh man, it's almost like slightly minty, or maybe not mint. Spearmint, yeah. But it's like a really nice herbaceous touch. It's not like this kind of harsh rubbing, burning kind of thing you can get sometimes. And it's not got a lot of that like earthy, resiny, peppery kind of flavor you get from Galaxy. This is like one of those beers where it's like, one would say, like, if you want to just smell what Galaxy can smell like when it's on point, this is it. And this smells so much like a Monkish beer. This is crazy. But I believe one of the brewers at Green Cheek also used to work at Monkish. So there you go. But this smells fantastic. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers, and thanks a ton to Steve for these. Cheers. Yeah, baby. Bright, dank, zesty, pithy, slightly bitter. Dude, this is how I want. And it's dry. It's so quaff. Like, this is how you need to do IPAs in my mind. Like, if they have to be hazy. I love it because there's like, it's got all that juice you kind of want too, but the fact that it's a drier beer and it's like bright and whatnot. Like, it just makes it uplifting and really nice and easy to drink. I think the other, more juicy, crazy overripe should definitely be around too, because it's nice to have both, But like, I always tend to gravitate towards these kind of New England IPAs when I have to try some, just because I love them so much. They scream kind of like a West Coast interpretation of the style, because it's so hop centric. Man, that's good. Really nice showcase of Galaxy. There's definitely some more of a pronounced earthy, quite heavy, like black peppery flavor. But there's so much melon and overripe melon flavor and like dank. It's almost like a weird combination of like pineapple cushy vibes with like, I don't know, like I'm no expert in Kush, but there's so much dankness to this. But there's almost like some kind of spearminty dankness, like an herbaceous dankness. It sounds a bit weird maybe, but it's just like, it just reminds me of like really fruity but herbaceous Kush, which is quite nice. It's fun because, it's not all the time you get that out of a Galaxy hop. It's often that like just overripe melon, which is also, I think it's more underripe on the flavors, like maybe a bit of overripe honeydew, but there's definitely some underripe green melon things. That's tight. Fuck, this must have been crazy. There's a nice bitterness on the aftertaste too, but it's such a different bitterness. Like, it's not I think it's how bitterness is perceived too. Like, some bitterness is harsh when it's hot side, but loads of dry hop bitterness. It's more of like it's just like a different pleasant bitterness on the tongue. And I think part of it is also sometimes cryo hops. I don't know if there's cryo hops in here, but in my experience, they also give like this nice kind of bitterness dry. It's just like you don't measure it the same way you do with IBUs. There's definitely bitterness in the beer. That's really fucking great Galaxy beer. The earth is flat, is round, but everything on it is flat. And it says, the earth isn't really flat, it's just fun to pretend that it is. Disclaimer, we're not actually astronomers. P.S. We put Galaxy hops in this one. Drink while smiling. P.S.S. We designed this to be better than Tim's. So, I don't know, maybe that's a local guy doing beer or another brewery, I'm not entirely sure, or another brewer. But this is Citron Galaxy, then a triple IPA, 10.2%. It looks pretty much very similar to the other one. It's that pin bright yellow. Maybe this one is a bit more. Nah, it's the same. Like, I wanted to argue that this was maybe a bit slight amount more orange, but it's that crazy bright popping singy color that we love here on the Master of Hoppets. Let's check out the aroma on this bad boy. Yeah, that smells really nice too. For some reason though, I don't feel like it's gushing as much out of the glass as the double IPA. Like, that one just like exploded with the aromas. But this still smells really good. There's definitely classic citra hop flavor. It's like that also dank pineapple Kush kind of vibe, but also like, again, I think citrus change, like, or it depends on how you use it too. But there's like loads of tropical fruit and bright tropical fruit and dankness with zesty, sour / tart citrus fruits. And I used to think all the time of citrus like orange, tangerine vibes, whatever. There's some of that too, but it just offers some of these other things as well. And you're definitely getting that complexity of a overripe melon. I think there's more of a estery overripe fruitiness to this, possibly because it's a stronger beer, so you get more esters because there's more sugars for the yeast to play around with. But again, kind of like with Monkish, it's not like over the top. It's like it's in there, but it's all about hops too. It smells so fucking good. Really, really nice. Also some of those kind of cushy dank vibes, but a bit more juicy and not like crazy dank, this one. At least on the aroma. It smells damn good. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. And again, thanks to Steve. That's really nice too. It's a bit more to the sweet side, and that's the thing usually with triple IPAs. They're often a tad sweeter. I don't want to say, it's not cloying, really, but I definitely sense the sweetness in there. Like, also, triple IPAs, it's not, the weird thing is saying this, like, a lot of times when we've reviewed triple IPAs, they've gotten really high grades, but it's because we also have had some really amazing ones that's been, like, some of the best you can get. I think this is really good, but this would be too sweet for me in the long run. This is definitely a sharer. I'm sharing these with my girlfriend, but like I wouldn't mind sharing it with more people than just two. More of that overripe kind of, yeah. I think it's overripe, almost like grilled pineapple to me, actually. Like overripe pineapple, overripe. There's a little bit of a mango, overripe mango thing too, and also a little bit of an overripe stone fruit stroke sweet citrus fruit. But then there's that like pithy, bright, zesty, limey lemon kind of thing too that sits there on the back, and there's like a little bit of a spice. There's a little bit of an herbaceousness. There's definitely also a little bit of a dank vibe, but it's nowhere near as dank as this one. And then like Galaxy offers more of the classic overripe juicy kind of melon flavor on this, which is still really nice. But man, I'm so excited about drinking it. I could chug this without, you know, any problem. It would be gone like that, like boom, done. There's one sip, and I know which one I prefer. It's slightly gasoline-y dank too, this one, which is not for everyone, but I kind of like that. But yeah, Green Cheek doesn't mess about with haze. Man, they're really good. Damn good. Up there with some of the best you can get in Europe, really. I think something like this is really good. I think this is close to, you know, monkish style levels. You know, it's maybe not good as some of my favorites, but I still call this a world-class double IPA, and it's 2 months fucking old. Like, what the hell? But that just goes to show with proper storage and whatnot, beers will hold up really nice. And I also think, you know, when they're this saturated with hop flavor, they often last, you know, quite long. I mean, yeah, this is world-class A's. One of the best Galaxy hop beers I've had in a long time, just with Galaxy, and one of the best showcases of Galaxy's different facets without it being harsh, like, which is really nice. Damn, that's good. 93, the big thing is just the sweetness. Like, the more I drink it, the more I notice it, especially when you jump back and forth, which is a touch too much for me. I just love dry beers nowadays. Like, it's my thing. It's my wheelhouse. But it's still 93. It's a fucking great triple IPA. So, that was awesome, Steve. Thanks for sharing some Green Cheek. It's not rare that these guys show up on the channel, but once in a while they do, and what they do is fantastic. I love it. So, if you guys had a chance to try either Galaxy 2.0 or The Earth is Round, but everything on it is flat. Whoop. Oh man, I just almost tipped over my favorite. That's not good. If you had either of these two, let me know what you thought of them. Really damn dope that you sent these over, Steve. Thanks so much. This has been fun. So yeah, let me know, guys. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. Man, the video is long. I ramble on my own. And I'm going to say cheers. 14 minutes, goddamn. See you guys in another beer review.